everyone, I'm Eddy Tseng. Welcome to my kitchen. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to preparing the basic dumpling pastry. It's very easy to do it. Let's get started. Okay, to preparing dumpling pastry, I have cake flour, or you can use all-purpose flour. Here I got about 200 grams. And you need is just about a half teaspoon of the salt. Okay, and then you will need the boiling water. So you will need about 60% of the boiling water. So which means it's about 120 ml. Okay. Okay, just make sure. And get ready. You can use any stick. I like working with the chopstick. Okay, first you just mix with the salt a little bit in the flour. Then just pouring into your flour with hot water. While you pouring, then also stirring like this. Okay, using the hot water in this technique, it can help to reduce the flour, the gluten. And also can help the flour hold much more moisture. So instead of just use the normal cold water, then what make a difference is after we pan fry or steam, then the pastry texture will be much more tender, much more soft. It won't be too tough because you already reduce the gluten. And also another good thing is even the dumpling, or we call or dim sum, you fry it or steam, then you leave for cold. Even cold, it still tastes very nice, very tender. It won't be getting too tough. Yeah, that's good things. Okay, just keep mixing like this. As you can see, all become the small pieces. Okay, ready? Then we can just clean up our stick. Now, is always kitchen best tool is your finger. Okay, now we started working the finger. Now it's already cooled down. It won't be too hot, but it's still warm. Okay, while it's still warm, what you need to do is just squeeze, then try to make all into the one dough like this. You can see, like just keep working, pressing. Okay, and if you can see the sunflower on the side, you can take a whole dough, just like this, wipe out, and try to clean up all the missing bowl, like this. Like that. Okay, until all the flour is disappear. I should not say disappear, it's all become the one dough. All right. Just keep working until all the dough, all the flour become into one dough. Okay, just like that. Once it's already become one dough, you don't need to carry on to work on your dough. Just as you can see, it's like that. It's still very rough on the surface. So no problem. Don't worry about that. Don't worry. That is good for and. As long as you don't see any dry flour, okay, not any dry flour, then that's fine. You can stop right here. Then cover with the damp cloth. Okay, then let it rest for about 15 minutes. Then after 15 minutes, we come back working on the dough. All right, there is about the 15 minutes already rest. So as you can see, it's become like a dough like this. You can see a little bit smoother, but now what we're going to do is just working on the dough like this. Turning, then keep pressing, and then keep pressing. If you like, you also can working on the table or chopping board like this. Okay, there you can see turning, bending, push, turning, push down. As you can see, turning and push down. Just like keeping like that until it's all getting very smooth. And as you can see, what I'm working on this dough and I'm also use a very slow motion, not even 1 minute. Then you can see very smooth. It's done. Right, that is ready. Okay, while it's done, then you can put it back into the bowl. Same thing, cover with the damp cloth. Then now, just let it rest for at least 1 hour. And after that, then we'll come back to show you how to rolling the pastry. All right, this is the dough which we rest for about 1 hour already. Now it's ready to working. You can working on the cutting board, but for me to get a more bigger space, it's much easier to working directly on the counter. As you can see, it's very smooth now. So now what we need is just get some flour like this. Okay, and get your cut ready. Just stand by, and this is my roller. So now just need a rolling to the long roll. Okay, let me show you. You don't need a working directly. Just as you can see from center, just keep rolling to the long roll like this. Okay. The technique, what do you need to use? What the tip to do rolling this? Let me show you like that. It's always from the center. As you can see from center, then start rolling. Then open your hand. Then it will open up. Okay. The good thing is keep your finger open. Because then you can much easy to control your balance like this. Let me show you. All right, like that. See, then you can easy to balance. So just keep working on that. Until it's getting the wrong roll like this. Okay, now it's good for me. Now you can see. Okay, depends how you like your dumpling. So for me, now there is this long roll is good enough. As you can see, let me show you the size. Can you see that? It's about 2 centimeters. Just less 1 inch. Okay, this is good for me. Now we're going to cut. Okay, we're going to cut from this side. Okay, also you cut is, let me show you the size. Let me cut, then it rolling, cut. You can see more focus. This is how big size, what I'm doing now. But if you like a bigger dumpling, you can cut it big, obviously. But this is about the size of what I'm cutting. Okay. Now, then we just keep it going. Let me go doing the slow motion. They can follow me. Okay. Like this, cut there. Okay, then turning 90 degrees and cutting and turning back. Cutting, just keep walking like that. Okay. That is all good. The reason I rolling like this is because you can separate each bowl like this. Okay, and then it won't be stick together. Okay, let's carry on until you go finish. Okay, now what do we need to do? Just sprinkle the flour just on the top and make sure that it won't be sticky together. What I normally do is here, just quick. You see? Don't be afraid. It's quite fun actually. Every time I'm working on the dough. Okay, after you're done, make sure every single little bowl you coating with the flour, then you can guarantee it's not a stock. So now we just try to, because it's not 100% wrong. So just you can work a little better, make sure it's wrong. After that, then you just use you can just use a pump and little bit of pressure, and you're getting wrong, flat like cookies, yeah, like this. Normally, if I'm working the big amount, I always do in the same move in the one time. Okay, like that until all done. Okay, we just keep it working until all is done, ready. Then after you're done, don't forget you must cover you can cover with the damp cloth, but make sure the cloth won't be too much wet. And you also can use the plastic wrap to cover, but you know my style. I like to try to help our environment, so try to reduce plastic as possible. Okay, right. And next step, we start need the rolling. Okay, now we start use the rolling like this. Okay, the reason I put the flour because when you're rolling, it will a little bit stick on your working counter. All right, like this. So what you can do is just keep rolling. You can use your own style, but my style is like that. Okay, to show you. Okay, ready? You can see holding this, then rolling to about halfway, then come back, then turning your dough a little ball, then keep rolling and come back like this. Okay, you can see. Just keep turning, rolling, turning, rolling, turning, rolling. If you feel a little bit stick, no problem. Just put a little bit of flour under. Okay, keep it like this. Rolling, turning, rolling, turning. Okay, you can see like this until you can see to become a little pastry. Then that is good enough. The size what I got in. Okay, this is about the size I have. Okay, here we got about the 10 centimeter 4-inch wide. Okay, this is good for me. And you can see this pastry. This is about 1 millimeter, even less thick. Okay, you can see then this is ready for making the dumpling. Okay, this is how to make a basic dumpling pastry. So in my other video, you can see how I prepare the dumpling and dim sum. To see how I preparing the dumpling and dim sum, you can click a link in here. And if you like this video, don't forget click like and subscribe. I see you next time on Eddy's Kitchen.